You have spoken about women's reservation and said that your party has been no different in not being able to give enough number of women candidates seats or allocating them the tickets of the party. Does that happen in your family as well? Because very naturally, when people talk about options for CM, they only talk either KTR or they talk about Harish. Is that something that you do feel your gender makes difference?
Not really. I think I have some more time to go for that to be called myself eligible to that position, because I'm certainly a junior member in the party. I'm working my way up. I won an election, I lost an election, whereas all of them have been 3 times elected, and they're active in the party. I'm yet to learn more. I'm yet to grow more and be more in the party and in the people, and I'm sure one day I'll come to that position.
This BJP leaders talking about the fact that, Kavitha is going to get arrested yesterday. Did that give you sleepless nights? Because it couldn't have been an easy time for either your mother, your father is a politician, so he may be able to cope better with it, and your children.
See, we are a normal middle class family, so if there is anything like that, it comes to a position where one of the family members will be missing for a certain time, it will be very hard on everybody, including my father, brother, mother, my brother's wife, my husband's side. Everybody was definitely very, very anxious, very worried. What is this happening, etc. I remember my mother-in-law crying a lot. We are very attached, very close as a family, very closely knit family, on both sides. I'm very lucky to have that support. But I do understand that if you've not done anything wrong, nothing is going to come back to you. And I have not done anything wrong. I'm not involved in this whole, whatever scam scheme that they're calling. And I do immensely trust the justice system. And I hope I'll find some respite. If the government is trying to do some excesses, I'm sure I'll find some respite in the courts.
Did you try to protect your children, keep them away from the news? Because obviously there is a lot. I remember Mr. KTR talking about the fact that, there is body shaming that happened of his children, and his children get unfortunately targeted for no fault of theirs.
No, I did not. I, in fact, sat down both of my sons, told them that this is what is happening. One of my son lives in US, so when he came back for holidays, or even when he was there, I explained it to him. There's a lot of political campaign going on against me, but I'm not involved in anything. But there could be chances of, extreme things happening. I prepared them. Kids nowadays understand very quickly, and my kids always have been very adult-like, as in we communicate very well. I speak like an adult with them, always, even since the age of 4 or 5 years. It's a culture in my family, at least, that I inculcated. So they understand. They were worried, but then they're also confident and very supportive.
Okay, I'll ask you a politician role model, but don't tell me a Mother Teresa, Miss India, Miss Universe kind of answer. Beyond your family.
Beyond my family, in India, I used to like Sushma Swaraj a lot. She's no more. I used to like Jaya Madam a lot. Jaya Lalita a lot. Then current politics, I think Mamta, of course, is very good, very active lady, Mamta Di. But in male politicians, I think nobody to match Pinarayi Vijayan other than, after my dad. I think the kind of functions that we see, or the kind of real politics that you see, Pinarayi Vijayan is very, very, very political. And then Ashok Gehlot, I think, is also his political acumen is quite high. Nitish ji to an extent, but yeah, I think Ashok Gehlot is also very...
That's interesting. You left out maybe a very articulate person like Shashi Tharoor.
Shashi Tharoor, see, I'm talking about leaders, not politicians. So a person who's leading a state is what I'm talking about. Shashi Tharoor is a good friend, dear friend, articulate, but politically it's a different thing when you compare. You can't compare Shashi Tharoor to Ashok Gehlot or Vijay, Pinarayi Vijayan ji. So they're very different breed.
Okay, you have been an advocate of women coming into politics with your women's reservation bill. What qualities does it really take for people to come into politics, and would you tell youngsters that yes, this is an option that you must exercise proactively?
They should absolutely take this option, especially girls. But see,
Isn't it a very frustrating profession?
Not at all, not at all, not at all. As long as you are sincere, you don't treat it as a part-time profession, then you'll be very successful in politics. Unfortunately, now everybody treats it as a part-time politician, a position where you can just come and try your luck and then go back if you lose an election. But that is not what it is. If your heart is really into service, if your heart is really into policy making, if your heart is really into understanding what can change or move a nation in either direction, I think then you should really come into politics. Otherwise, it's waste of time.
The 2019 defeat, was it very personal? And when you say that you're going to contest 2024, will it also be revenge?
Any defeat will be definitely personal, and that is why also I said I take it as a personal responsibility of mine. It's not parties, it's not anybody's defeat. It's my own defeat. It's a good learning for me actually. In the last 5 years, I've understood who is who, what is what, how people treat you when you're down, how people treat you when you're up and victorious, etc. So it's a very good learning for me. And yes, this is revenge. This is going to come back. Not revenge on a particular person, but I think I myself have to prove it to myself that, I can win back the trust of my people. That's important.
Thank you so much and best wishes. So that's Kavitha, candid, saying what she says and with the clarity that she brings to whatever she says. In Hyderabad with camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.